أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, anywhere you might be watching this video from. This is another episode of our program, Meeting the End of School, where I get the insight of some of our students about their time in the school, their experience with their teachers, the academic activities, the non-academic activities, and some other area of the school. And sometimes we also go by asking them some personal questions about their life. So today I have another student from our JSS3 class, somebody who I've been wanting to interview for a very long time. And today I have the privilege, and thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to interview today. So who do we have here?
My name is Adeniji Mazeedahtulkhayr and I'm from JS3 class.
Okay, this is Mazida. She has introduced herself. And just like I said, I've been wanting to, because I know that there are quite a lot of things that she wants to share with us. I want you to look back at your journey. I met you, I think, in primary 4, primary 3, if I'm correct. And I remember that journey at that time. Of course, you did some years in the primary school before you now transited to secondary school. But at the point you went to memorize Qur'an. So the first question I want to ask you is that at the time that you left the school for that your, I think, 1 year or 2 years memorization of Qur'an, did you miss school at that time?
Yes, I did miss school because at that place, wake up by 3 o'clock, go to Masjid, we go and pray, we go to be pretty much, huh? And I used to look back at school.
It was more of a boarding school, so the routine is that you wake up on time. It's not like you are learning mathematics, it's just Quran. So you meet some of your friends in school back. All right, so and then of course, so were you able to complete your Quran before you came back?
No, because if I had joined them, if I hadn't, like, at that time they were in JS2. So if I didn't come back in JS3, I have to repeat my JS3. My mom didn't want me to repeat JS3 at like the age of 14. So my mom said I should come back to JS3 with them, and I continued online.
Okay, so what is the portion that you have memorized now? Like how many juzes have you memorized now?
I'm done with it.
Allah Akbar. You didn't share that with me, you see. So you know for this one. So I am intervening and Hafidhoh of the Quran here. Allah Akbar. All right, so Mazeedahtulkhayr, that's very surprising. She has completed her memorization. Barakallahu fi. We pray to Allah that Allah put barakah in it, and may it be a source of agenda for you. But then I know that you did not complete the Quran before you came back to school.
Yes.
I think you told me at that time that you've done like maybe 15 or 20 juzu.
20.
So you continued online. So the completion that you did
25.
now, 25 before you came back. So it was just remaining 5 juzu when you came back. So you have completed it now. Okay. So that's the story that we'll do behind the camera. So you have to give me some, that's what. So let's come back to school now. Yes. So you came back to school. The friends that you missed, you came back to reunite with them. You came back to the full academic environment. So how, I mean, leaving school for 2 years to go and memorize Quran, and then you have to now come back. How were you able to quickly fix yourself back into the academic environment, having left school for that long period of time, for 2 years? When you now come back, it's, of course, I know it's going to be very tasking because you would have missed a lot of classes, a lot of topics. How are you able to quickly bridge that gap?
So when I came back, no, that time that I came back from school, they had a long time holiday. So my mom enrolled me to a private lesson. So I was doing those lessons before I came back to school. Like that time was like maybe like 6 weeks they were at home. And I now did my private lesson with them. So that I was able to catch up with them.
So you're able to catch up, and of course the lesson still continues. You're trying to see, but I know that in that journey as well, the teachers in the school would help. Your some of your friends in the class too will help. Can you share some of those experiences with us? What are those? You have mentioned now that, of course, the extra lesson that you did before you resume fully was one of the things that helped you to quickly fix back into the class. What about the teachers in the school? What about your friends? Did they extend any hands of support during that time?
Yes, if sometimes if I didn't understand anything, I went to go and meet Rauto or Tofiko or Alia Mustafa to explain it, or I'll go and meet Miss Anifa. Because of I like Miss Anifa used to explain, because of she's not too harsh and she doesn't abuse people like that. But like for teachers I don't like to go and meet, or if I go and meet them, they will abuse me. I used to be scared of them. Like that's they used to abuse, like if like the teachers, if they want to, like if you don't understand something sometimes, like they will abuse you. I don't like that type of thing. I don't like people abusing me. So those guys Miss Anifa, because I know she's not going to abuse me. I know she's not going to abuse me.
Okay, what about some of your friends that helps? Okay, you mentioned that Roldo is going to meet Roldo for explanations and all of that. Okay, so now you have been able to now reacclimatize to the school environment, and now you are going to sit for your junior WAEC, which is the Becker examination. So can you tell us the personal effort that you are putting into place to ensure that you come out in flying colors in the exam that you want to write at the end of your JSS3 class?
I said that I had private lessons. So at that private lesson, I used to do there's a book called tuition. I used to do it. I used to do like two subjects or three, math and English especially. I used to do them very well. And I have a timetable. I won't give me a timetable. And anytime the lesson teacher has gone, I used to do like 2 or 3 hours of that lesson. Anytime they have gone, my mom would say that I should go and sit down and do some
Some past
yes,
questions.
because of me. I cannot I cannot say that myself I should go and read book. I'm not that person. So my mom would say
Okay.
that I should go and but she because of mommy have to look at me because sometimes I can just sleep off or because of book noise. I don't like reading. I don't know why. And mommy said I should go and sit down. I go and sit down in my dad's room. Because my dad was quiet place and all that. Besides, I should read. I should do like 2 or 3 past questions and I should mark it. She will mark it for me. Yes.
So you can say that okay, that's the effort you are putting in place now is ensuring that you go through the past question, the last well solution past questions, and then you solve other. Okay, that's very good. So I pray that Allah make it easy in your exams. So let's. I want to be a little bit personal now about my question. I want to know your future ambition. What do you intend to? Okay, first of all, do you want to go to sciences or commercial or arts? But I mean,
I'm not very good with maths. I'm not really good with that. So I'm going to art.
so you think that you are not going to do mathematics when you get to arts?
No, I don't see that, but I'm not like if I go to science now, it is most of mathematics. So I'm not really good at math like that. I'm good, but I'm average. So I'm going to go to art because I'm really good at English. I'm very good at
Have you had this discussion with your parents
English.
about your possible
Yes.
department?
Yes.
I think have you aligned on the department that you want to go? Do you have an alignment?
And
Have
that's
your
like
parents agreed that yes?
my dad said I should go to science.
Okay.
For me, I want to go to art. My dad said I should go to science because him and my mom they are science students, so they say
Okay.
that I should go to science. But I say that I don't
I
like
remember I discussed with your dad recently. We talked about the possibility of you going to science class, the prospects there, and of course, I told him that they will also have to look at your own perspective as well, whatever you feel comfortable doing, and just like you have said it. Right? So, if you have had that discussion with your parent, that's a very good one. So, now, so if you eventually go to the arts department, which course do you intend to study in the future?
which future ambition do I want to
Yes,
do?
which
I want to become a
course?
lawyer.
Okay, you want to study law. Okay, that's very good. Okay, all right. So, you mentioned when you were talking about people that helped, some of the friends that help you to get acclimatized with the system. You mentioned Waldo and maybe some. What who are the other friends that are helping you with your, I mean, overall being in the school? Apart from the person you mentioned, apart from Waldo, do you have other friends, other people that are helping you
Everyone
to
in my class are helping me.
everybody in your class? That's
Yes.
very good. Okay, so now in your journey in education, starting from your primary school or even your nursery classes up until where you are now, I'm sure that you must have come across a lot of teachers. Every teacher, of course, every of those people have impacted in your life, and they are the one that made you what you are today. Okay, so if you must single out one person, somebody amongst those teachers that you will say that has made so much impact in your life that if not for this person, I wouldn't have been able to conquer this particular challenge. Who do you think that person will be, and why are you choosing that person?
That's the Mamza.
Okay, it's going to be Mr. Hamza. That was a teacher in primary 4.
4 and 5.
Okay,
No, primary 3
okay,
like maybe second time primary 3 and primary 4.
okay. So why are you choosing him?
Like at that time, I wasn't good at math at all. So
Okay,
anytime I had extra time, Mamza would call me to come and do math because of that. If I hadn't done that, I would not been like
where you
I'm
are
not going
now.
to be average at math. I would be very poor at math. Like yes,
So you made that. That's very good. So can you do a shout out to Mr. Hamza? He's going to watch this video. Can you do a shout out to him? It could be in form of a prayer. Thank you, Malam Hamza, for helping me with my maths when I was growing up. I really appreciate you. May God may Allah continue to something like that.
thank you, Mamza, for helping me in my primary school. Even if it wasn't for you, I won't be good at math like this. May God assist you.
Okay, that's okay. Of course, this is Mosfaisis College. We are located at 2011, that little area, John Lewis Extension, Ibadan. For your parents to have been able to bring you here, I know that there's a lot of financial commitment. What I mean is that, of course, they are paying your school fees, they are providing everything that you need. Do you think you are doing enough to satisfy your parents' wants in terms of education?
No,
So, what do you think? What more do you think you can do to make them even more proud of you in the future? What do you think you need to do?
maybe by passing my back exam.
So, so that means you have to pass it. Of course, your parents will be happy if you really pass your back exam. So, I think you should try your best, put in your efforts. Just like you said, you mentioned that you don't like. I mean, every student should you should read. You don't have to read for a stretch of hours until you understand, until you're able to solve questions. But even if it's 2 hours and you are consistent about it, 2 hours every day is a lot. By the time you do, you will have done. By the time you do one, you will have done for 14 hours, and that's a lot of reading that you have done. concentrated 14 hours of reading out of the number of hours we have in a week. So, and that's a lot. So, may Allah make it easy for you. Okay, so now if a parent, a prospective parent, you had the opportunity of meeting somebody who says, I just maybe somebody just packed your environment and the person is looking for an Islamic school, you know, will you be able to recommend Mutualisis person for that, or Mutualisis college for that person?
Yes.
Okay, what are the okay? So I wanted to know if you can recommend Mutualisis college to prospective parents.
Yes.
So okay, if I was a parent looking for a school for my child, a school that combines Western education and Islamic education, just like Mutualisis college, convince me, tell me what will make me change my mind, or what will convince me to bring my children to the school.
I think so. If you first enter the environment, if you first enter the environment, the surroundings are very clean. They have a big field and like if you enter the school, you meet qualified teachers, nice teachers, people that will like help your child. Even though like if your child was like me that don't like people abusing that child, you will see teachers who are nice, who don't talk harshly with students.
Okay, that's a very good one. Thank you very much for that. So it's been a wonderful evening having this conversation with you. We hope that some other time we'll be able to grant more interviews now, isn't it?
Yes.
So thank you very much for coming.